Jordan, a relatively stable monarchy in a region characterized by political upheaval and conflict, plays a pivotal role in maintaining regional peace and security. Its stability is not just a matter of local concern, but has far-reaching implications for the Middle East and beyond. Understanding the cascading effects of potential instability in Jordan requires a step-by-step examination of how such a scenario might unfold and impact the surrounding region. The onset of instability in Jordan could begin with internal strife, potentially triggered by economic hardships, political dissent, or social unrest. As a country with limited natural resources, Jordan faces economic challenges, including unemployment and a reliance on foreign aid. Political unrest, even on a small scale, could rapidly escalate, given the existing tensions and the regional propensity for conflicts to spiral. An unstable Jordan would immediately affect its immediate neighbors: Israel, Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Palestine. Jordan has been a key player in mediating conflicts and fostering dialogue in the region. Its descent into instability would not only remove a crucial diplomatic actor, but also potentially create a power vacuum, leading to increased regional tensions. Jordan's border with Israel is one of the longest and most stable in the region. A destabilized Jordan could lead to the collapse of this peaceful border, potentially drawing Israel into conflict. This scenario could escalate tensions between Israel and its other neighbors, especially if border security deteriorates and militant groups gain a foothold in Jordan. The impact on Syria and Iraq would be equally significant. Both countries, already grappling with the aftermath of conflict and the presence of various militant groups, could see these groups exploiting Jordan's instability. This could lead to a resurgence of extremist activities in the region, further destabilizing Syria and Iraq, and possibly reversing the gains made against groups like ISIS. For Saudi Arabia, Jordan's instability would present both a security and a geopolitical challenge. It could lead to an influx of refugees, as seen in past Middle Eastern conflicts, straining resources and potentially causing social tensions. Additionally, Riyadh could perceive the instability as an opportunity for Iran to expand its influence in Jordan, prompting a Saudi response and further regional rivalries. The Palestinian territories, particularly the West Bank, would be directly impacted by instability in Jordan. Jordan hosts a significant Palestinian population and has historically been a supporter of the Palestinian cause. Unrest in Jordan could lead to increased tensions in the West Bank, potentially escalating the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. On a broader scale, Jordan's instability could have far-reaching implications for international peacekeeping and anti-terrorism efforts. Jordan has been a key ally in the fight against terrorism, providing intelligence and support to various international coalitions. Its instability would hamper these efforts, potentially leading to a resurgence of terrorist activities that could spread beyond the region. The influx of refugees from an unstable Jordan into neighboring countries could create severe humanitarian crises. Jordan itself has been a refuge for people fleeing conflicts in Syria and Iraq. If Jordan were to become unstable, the resulting refugee flows could strain resources and escalate tensions in host countries, potentially leading to further regional conflicts. Economically, instability in Jordan would disrupt trade routes and investment flows in the Middle East. Jordan's role as a transit hub for goods and energy resources, including the transportation of Iraqi oil and its own potash and phosphate industries, is crucial for regional economies. Disruption in these sectors would have a ripple effect on regional and global markets. Internationally, the instability in Jordan would draw in major powers, each with their strategic interests in the region. The United States, a longtime ally of Jordan, would likely be compelled to intervene in some capacity to stabilize its ally and maintain regional balance. Russia, with its interests in Syria and the broader Middle East, might also see an opportunity to expand its influence. The involvement of major powers in Jordan's instability could escalate into a larger conflict. Historical rivalries and alliances could lead to a situation where regional conflicts draw in global powers, each supporting different factions. This could potentially lead to a situation reminiscent of the Cold War era, where proxy wars were common. The role of international organizations like the United Nations and the Arab League would be critical in such a scenario. Their ability to mediate and provide humanitarian assistance would be vital in preventing further escalation. However, their success would largely depend on the cooperation of member states and the effectiveness of their diplomatic efforts. The prospect of instability in Jordan raises concerns about nuclear proliferation in the Middle East. Countries like Saudi Arabia might accelerate their nuclear programs in response to a perceived security threat, further escalating regional tensions and raising the stakes for international actors. Cybersecurity would be another area of concern, as state and non-state actors could engage in cyber warfare to exploit or exacerbate Jordan's instability. This could have global implications, as cyber attacks can transcend national borders and disrupt international systems. The cultural and historical significance of Jordan, home to ancient cities like Petra and biblical sites, adds another layer of complexity. The destruction of cultural heritage, as seen in other conflict zones like Syria, would be a tragic loss for humanity and could fuel further sectarian and ideological conflicts. Jordan's stability is also crucial for energy security in the region. Instability could affect the supply and prices of energy resources, particularly if conflicts disrupt oil and gas pipelines running through the country. This would have a global economic impact, particularly for countries reliant on Middle Eastern oil. The psychological impact of instability in Jordan should not be underestimated. The region has been marked by decades of conflict, and further instability could deepen despair and hopelessness among the populations, potentially leading to social issues like radicalization and increased violence. In conclusion, Jordan's stability is not just a regional concern but a global one. Its strategic location, role in regional politics, and historical significance make it a linchpin of Middle Eastern stability. The ripple effects of potential instability in Jordan could extend far beyond its borders, possibly leading to regional conflicts and even global confrontations. The international community must therefore recognize the importance of maintaining stability in Jordan, not only for the sake of the country and its people, but for the peace and security of the entire world. Thanks for joining us on this exploration into what would happen if Jordan became unstable. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.